All right. I'm excited. All right, so welcome everyone. So double checks everything. Welcome Tamashi. Welcome. Let me check the mic levels. Can you guys hear me? I think you guys can hear me. It looks like it's good. So welcome. Today is the day. I am super excited, and oddly enough, I'm super nervous. I don't know why. I'm not the one who's gonna have all my music shown. So welcome Tamashi. Welcome Roked. Today, like I said, we are revealing the podium finishers of the competition. And surprise, surprise, there's more than 3. I ended up picking 5 winners, and I'll explain why in just a little bit. Welcome, Jack. Welcome, Auntie. Welcome, 23. Awesome. We got a nice big group here already. Someone in the comments, let me know. Can you guys hear me? Is everything good? I'd assume you guys can hear me. Otherwise, people would be sending a bunch of comments that you can't hear me. But as soon as I get that confirmation, we'll get started. All right. Welcome, Kevin. Welcome, Tim. Awesome. We got seeing a lot of names I recognize now. All right. So, okay, awesome. So people can hear me. Let's dive in, shall we? So, I got some slides put together. This competition, as most of you probably know already, you were given the prompt, the excitement of starting a new journey. All right. This is purposefully very vague. All right. I wanted to see what direction each of you would take it in. I wanted to have a bunch of different interpretations of what it means to start a new journey, and it did not disappoint. There were a couple dozen submissions. You guys all had your own unique twist on it, and I loved it. Now, to make it through beyond just the prompt, there were a few prerequisites. All right. In order to be considered for the competition, 1, you had to be subscribed to the channel. 2, you had to keep your music under 90 seconds, so a minute and a half with 5 seconds of grace period. All right. Some of you played really, really close with that. All right. Some of you had videos that were longer than a minute and 30 seconds, but the music technically timed out just on time. Fortunately, I don't think we had anyone who went over this time. But some of you guys were close. I got a lot of questions about that one, but the fact of the matter is you can't tell a director to add more time into a scene, so I stood by the short time. Number 3, you had to tag the channel or use the hashtag Tabletop Music Comp. And number 4, you had to include a description that went beyond just a basic, here's my music. You had to actually talk about the strategies you used to bring the prompt to life, all right? The whole point was to show your thought process behind it. Now, with all of that in mind, before I reveal the winners, I want to talk about how I chose them. This was the rubric, all right? And I already told you in the post that this is how it would be graded. I said that musical impact was the most important, then compositional craft, creative personality and style, and mix quality. So I created specific questions that each one of these questions you got rated on 1 to 5 on how well you did. So musical impact worth 15 points. Did your music actually match the prompt that was given? That was worth 5 points. And I can actually show you guys. This is the actual rubric itself. All right. So you can see how each one is the mood or vibe appropriate for the room that was given. 5, yes, it's a perfect fit. 2, no, you just blatantly did something different. Now notice how this didn't get you disqualified. Each question was built so that it kind of existed in and of itself. For example, number 2, to evoke your target mood or vibe. So even if you got a 1, the idea is that I would work basically off the vibe you did go for, that you described in your description. Did the strategies you come up with address each of the main areas of music? Now, here's the thing. You did not need to actually mention valence, size, movement, or gesture. You didn't have to actually have that terminology. When you described the strategies you came up with for the music, I would automatically sort them. Like, oh, that's a strategy for valence. That's a strategy for size, movement, and gesture. I've talked about these 4 at length in a bunch of videos and a lot of streams. Basically talk about how these are the 4 pillars for portraying music and stories and emotions with music. So I wanted to see how everybody did with that. And then you were graded on whether the strategies you came up with were actually appropriate for your target vibe. So that was worth 15 points. Next was compositional craft. Oh, yes, I hope you guys can't hear the sirens. There's a bunch of fire trucks or something going by. But compositional craft was worth 10 points. And this was about clarity of design and flow. Were there any moments for clarity of design where the music felt cluttered, where it felt disjointed, where it felt like it didn't feel clear what your idea was going for? And then if If there were, you got points taken off each time it happened. If it wasn't, you got full points. And then flow basically meant, were there any moments where you felt interrupted? Were there moments in your music where there was a dip? Where basically means it came to music where it felt like something was missing. Or a bump, where it felt like you did something that didn't quite fit. So that was worth, again, 5 points. Then, so then that's total 10. So then the third area was creative personality and style. All right, did the composer come up with creative gestures or stylistic choices to help convey their style or personality? This was one that most people kind of defaulted very high. You defaulted at a 4. The basic idea was like in your description and in the way you wrote your music, could I tell that you actually put thought in how you wanted to portray this? Or did you basically just rip off a template that you found and didn't actually put any thought into it? You just thought, oh, I found a template for adventure music and that's what I did. I didn't really put any thought into it. And you can again see the rubric for that one was on 5, yes, lots of creative ideas for how to showcase their unique style. And all the way to 1, no, they stole this music from somewhere else, or basically I could tell where you took it from. Oh, oops, sorry, just revealed third place by accident. Sorry about that. Mix quality was the final one, and this was only worth 3 points. Everybody defaulted at 2. If you had a 2, it was good. If you had a really, really good mix, you got an extra point. I don't think there was anyone who got the extra point. Mostly it wasn't that important. And then there was, if you just had something that was really bad, you lost a point. And again, I don't really think anyone lost any points on that. But this is the rubric. So everyone was assigned a score out of 33 possible points. And this is how it wrapped up. All right, so we see, welcome everybody, welcome. We got some cool people. All right, well, I got you. Like the stream, people. All right, like the stream, put in emojis. YouTube loves big reactions and stuff. All right, I see 15 people. 5 likes. Make sure you like it. It helps your boy out. Awesome. So, I can see Auntie saying, regretting that I made such a short description. Yes, short descriptions did technically hurt you. There were lots of people who lost points because they didn't explain their musical impact. But I found that a lot of the people who did got lots of really good points for just compositional craft. So the whole point was it was designed that one thing wouldn't hurt you too bad, but it was trying to get a very overall kind of well-rounded scoring for every person, as objective as possible. All right, awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So let's get to it. In third place, we had a tie for 30 out of 33 points, which is insane that we started this high. We have Jack von Ludwig, composer, for Press Start, which has really cool classic JRPG vibes, and Leaving the Tavern by Brett Graves, for setting up a really cool D&D kind of feel. We're going to listen to both of these. Congratulations to both of you. All right. So to get your prizes, make sure you email me or message me on Instagram after the stream, and I will send you the information for it. All right. So let's start with Jack's, shall we? All right. So Jack, let's get your music up, and here we go. Love that harp. There's so much that I love about this piece. The harp going crazy, the brass is beautiful. There's all kinds of great things going on. And so the kind of crazy thing is that while Jack and Brett both tied for third place, which we're going to listen to Brett's piece in just a bit, they actually, so you guys, no, I won't dive into the big breakdowns or anything. But basically, you guys both did very good. You had different strengths. So where Jack got a lot of points in, we're talking about that rubric. Let's actually go back up to the rubric so we can take a look at that. Where Jack got a lot of really good points in musical impact and lost just a couple for a few bumps. I think it was there were a couple moments where the percussion felt a little uncanny, which actually, Jack, you actually mentioned in the description of that video that you were unsure about the percussion. That cost you just a couple points. And then Brett was actually the opposite. Brett lost a couple points in the description for not tackling each of the pillars, I believe is what it was. I'd have to look at the actual notes that I took, but got full points on compositional craft. So that brings us actually to Brett, shall we? Brett Graves for leaving the tavern. Let's pull this one up. There we go. Beautiful melodic piece. Bravo! Wonderful job, Brett. All right, so Brett actually in the description actually had probably the most traditional D&D type approach in terms of describing a specific party of characters. Each character gets their own theme and own stylistic choices. Incredibly well done. Really fun arrangement. Again, bravo to both of you people. All right, wonderful arrangements. Congratulations. And this is awesome. So I will say, this was very difficult just going through all this because, like I said, there were a couple dozen submissions. And there was not a single bad submission in the whole batch. All right, people? There are so many pieces that I genuinely enjoyed. So at this point, I'm just rambling, though. So let's move on to our second place winner. All right, so it was very close. The difference between... there's a typo. So don't mind the typo. It's supposed to say 31. 31 out of 33. Vincent Kubler, congratulations. Getting second place with 31 points out of 33. Again, ignore the typo. For I Wish You a Safe Journey. Which the entire thing was built off of very creative gestures. So congratulations, Vincent. Let me pull this up. So a creative gesture is... essentially, it is...
starting your own membership can feel like...
We got ads. So Vincent, in your arrangement, the thing I really enjoyed was seeing that you broke down what you thought the most important elements of your story were. You came up with a very specific story about setting it up and having parts to your story, which a lot of you guys did, which is really cool. You came up with a specific story, specific scenario, and then you started picking out what you thought were the most important elements of that scenario and brainstorming very specific strategies for bringing them to life. I think my very favorite part of it was this right here. That the hero is excited for the journey and then realizes, oh, there's so much he's got to do. All right. And so the jumping out, you mentioned having a conversation with yourself, having moving the music around all the place. So it's like having a call and answer melody that moves all over the place. whole lot of really cool stuff, but let's actually let the music speak for itself, shall we?
Like a big step. And to tap into the predictable revenue
Past
that
the
membership
ads. Wonderful, wonderful, excellent work, Vincent. Awesome piece of music. Like I said again, typo, Vincent earned 31 points out of the possible 33. Let's see, where did everything go? Excellent. So, this is going by super fast, it feels like. But that leaves us with, why is my toolbar showing up? There we go. Oops. First place, which again, we have 2 people tying in first place with a whopping 32 points out of a possible 33. All right. And that is Auntie with Sail Forth and the epic JRPG vibes on the open sea. And a quote, film quote. Oh, that's not supposed to be Brent Graves. I'm sorry, guys. I spent so much time working on like the actual scoring. Let me double check this. Let's see here. So Brett Graves, it wasn't Brett Graves. It was, let me find my ranking. Oh, I've written it right now here. It's Alex Goodmanson. Alex Goodmanson, I apologize for not having the right photo up. So congratulations. Alex, what did you miss? You won. First place, tied with Auntie. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So Auntie, let's listen to Auntie's first with Sail Forth. Let's see here. Pull that up. Oh, man. Beautiful work. So congratulations, Auntie. Wonderful, wonderful job. And honestly, before we listen to Alex's piece, I want to say just once again, people, this was really, really hard. There were so many people who scored high 20s, low 30s. Well, I guess they're all, the highest were 33. So, like, there were so many people who got, like, 28 points, 29 points. There was not a bad submission in the entire pool. You guys are insanely talented. Genuinely. It makes me really happy to know that my subscriber base is just so freaking skilled. All right? You guys, I'm in a very good mood because I'm having a lot of fun. But so I'd say like everybody did a great job, and I know there's going to be more competitions in the future, so there are going to be plenty of opportunities. All right, so let's listen to our final tied winner, Alex Goodmanson. Again, sorry, Alex, I apologize for not getting the photo right. Brett was from one of the earlier slides, one of our earlier podium winners. We will now listen to Alex.
UFC 303, fight on ESPN.
That was loud. That was loud for me, so I'm sure it was loud for you guys. My apologies. Forgot to break down. So Alex's take on the whole excitement for starting a new journey was based on creating a vibe for starting a new journey that promised to be dangerous but thrilling at the same time, which I thought was a very creative, unique take. Now, again, these were not based on opinions. These scores were given based off a very specific rubric I had designed with this in mind. The rubric will probably be touched up, improved upon for the next competition, and I will share the rubric ahead of time for the next competition. So congratulations to our winners. One thing I would say, so don't leave just yet, people, because I see a couple comments. First, Chips and Car, nice haircut. Thank you. I don't have a haircut. I'm just not wearing a hat. I usually wear hats in the stream. So, but thank you. Jarrell, do we get to see how you graded our pieces too? That would be awesome. Sure. I'd be happy to share that kind of stuff. If you guys would like, I didn't prep for it. I've got all the notes right here. So like you can see, I've got all of my notes on Alex's piece, including the description of the music, how it was graded, and points like that. I'd be fine sharing this. So if you want to have your feedback, since you guys participated in the very first competition, I'll just give it to you. Message me or email on Instagram or email me, and I'll be happy to share that with you. So podium finishers, email me or message me on Instagram to redeem your prizes. All right. Remember, first place gets 2 free ebooks from my website and 1 free private lesson each. Second place gets the 2 ebooks, and third place gets 1 free ebook each. And as a special thank you, Paul asks if there are participation prizes for people who just listen to the music. No, but I do have a thank you. So since this was the very first competition I have ever hosted, and since all of you guys were so encouraging and so excited, I wanted to offer a little something. It's not much, but I'm offering 25% off the enrollment fee for everyone who participated who wants to be part of my class on emotions in music. If you would like to redeem that coupon, again, send me an email with a link to the video you submitted, or you can do it on Instagram. Send me a message on Instagram with, again, a link to the video you submitted to prove that you participated, and I will send you the coupon code that you can use to get 25% off tuition for that class. So wonderful. So we got, this is either going to be the craziest, like, shortest live stream I've ever done, or do you guys want to listen to some more of the submissions? All right, so if you submitted music for this competition and you want to have your music played live, let me know in the comments, all right? And I've got the list of all the submissions in front of me. I'll pull up your link. Paul. Okay, Roy said something is wrong with the thumbnail. You should check it out. What's wrong with the thumbnail? Hopefully it's Joel says the congrats on the 26,000. Thank you. Listen. So Annie wants to listen to more honorable mentions. Tim, yes, there are so many. So Kevin says that he would like to share his music. So Kevin has a beautiful piece. Kevin is another person who came up with a really cool idea for the story, in partnership with your daughter, I believe. Yep. I wrote this reflecting on a fantasy story my daughter wrote about a group of misfit adventurers who embark upon an impossible mission, which I love the idea of working with your family to come up with a story. All right, so let's listen to Kevin's, shall we? The Legend of Valdeshi. You guys, all of your music is so good. That's such a fun piece. Thank you, Kevin. Beautiful job. All right. So 1 second. We were saying, Shipshakar, something's wrong with the thumbnail. Could you check it out? So Shipshakar say, it's the big band thumbnail. I'm not sure. I'm looking at the studio, and it says this is the one that's live, and it shows contest results. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Hopefully it's not causing confusion for people. All right, so Jarrell says that they want to have theirs played as well. Let's do Jarrell's. All right, so Jarrell, I believe, is this the One Piece one? Yes! My roommate came into my studio to see this. Yo, I just say you have no idea how happy this makes me. I am so excited to hear music. I'm so proud of all you guys. I really, really am. This is insane. Just to think that so many of you wrote music just for this competition, which it's very surreal for me, and it's made my whole week, guys. So thank you. You guys are insanely talented. Joe, my roommate is a massive One Piece fan, and so this one was very popular in the household. All right, so let's see here. So then Jarrell said, so that's the one we just watched. Welcome, Matt. Rocad Guitar says they would like that they are up for sharing their music. All right, so let's see. Rocad Guitar. Let's pull this one up. Ads. So many ads on YouTube. I remember this one. All right, so I'm seeing more and more comments. There's something wrong with the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. You can literally see it right here. It says I'm live. 21 people watching. So what's I don't know what's going on. I don't know what YouTube has got going on or something, but so one little plug. Roked is one of the most recent students to take the 100% free class on arranging. And I'm gonna toot my horn here, but the comment says you wouldn't have been able to write or arrange this a month ago. So if you too want to level up your skill set, again, 100% free, no payments. It's my passion project. The Academy tab, go here. The class in particular is this one right here, Orchestration 2. You do not have to take Orchestration 1 to do Orchestration 2. Orchestration 1 is all about instrumentation and writing for specific instruments. Orchestration 2 is more about fundamental arranging strategies. So how do you make each layer sound balanced and focused and stuff like that. So cool stuff there. So beautiful job, Roked. Beautiful job. All right, so then, people talking about the thumbnail still. I have no idea what's going on with that. Let's see here. Awesome. So people sharing some really cool feedback with each other. I love to see it. So 23 is the next. Is the next volunteer. And yes, Paul's got it. Says it right. Yes. Make sure you like the stream, people. Like the stream. It's going to help the channel tremendously. Smash the like button, as the YouTubers like to say. So 23 is next up. 23, here we go. 23. Oh, I remember this one. This is really fun. I love the old school vibes on this one. I love this one. It reminds me of playing old Game Boy games for some reason. Well, not for some reason, obviously. But it reminds me specifically, I know I've said this before in the stream, but for whatever reason, this one reminds me of the Men in Black Game Boy Color game. I have no other memories of the game other than the general vibe it throws off. So, awesome job, 23. Wonderful job. Let's see. Tim Phillipson is the next volunteer to share their music. Thank you, Tim. So, Tim, let's pull this one up.
Running a creator business is...
Here we go. Tim, the excitement of starting a new journey. Oh, yeah, this is the Lord of the Rings inspired one. This is a good one. They're all really good. I like the moving bass line. Matt, we're not playing everyone's, we're just playing people who volunteer. is insane, people. The amount of skill in this community is insane. And I love being part of it. All right, wonderful job, Tim. Wonderful job. All right, so Matt, just to answer your question, we are not playing everyone's. We're only playing people who volunteered at this point. So the winners have been announced by this point. Everybody's done a great job, and now we're just having fun, enjoying all the music that got submitted, because there's a lot of really good music that was composed for this competition. So Paul, I think what matters most is seeing your passion for everyone's projects, even if they didn't win. You see the pros over the cons on them. Positive criticism is always good too. Gotta take it to improve. Thank you, Paul. Yes, I agree. I just really enjoy this stuff, honestly. The amount of messages I got and the amount of comments that people left under their own videos saying that they've just really enjoyed having a reason to write music. To not just be about the hobby of enjoying music for its own sake, but to have an actual deadline and to have an idea like, I'm writing this music for a specific purpose has been awesome. And I will definitely be doing more. For all those who said they want to do another competition, there will be more competitions. The next one's probably going to be bigger. The next one I'm probably going to make a video to announce so it gets to more people. So that I can, this first one I wanted to keep it a little small just so I could kind of, you know, get my feet wet, figure out what it's like running a competition, build a rubric, find what I like, find what I need to improve on. And also, like I said, everyone who participated, just as a thank you for trusting me to be part of the very first competition, I am offering 25% off the enrollment fee for my class on emotions and music. So message me on Instagram, send me an email. There's a new cohort that's enrolling now. And if you want to be part of it, let me know. I will give you a special coupon code that you can use to get 25% off your entire your price. So thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. Do we have any more volunteers? Guys, we need more. That is awesome. Gotta go to a meeting, but we'll watch the rest later. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. So any more let's see here. Maybe implementing posting the winner's piece on your channel and have it as a shout out kind of help them viewers on more. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do shout outs. I'll do shout outs for all the winners on their videos on the channel. I got to figure out how to do that. I'll do that on the channel. I'll do it on Instagram as well, doing shout outs for people. So yeah, do we have any more volunteers who would like to have their music played? If not, we're probably going to call it here because I don't think it makes much sense to go straight into a lesson or anything now. So for now, let's start wrapping things up. Matt is a wonderful volunteer. Here we go. We got Matt's music popping up. Matt's, this is his interpretation of a new adventure. An energetic start with some staccato strings and a flowy melody. This is the one with the trippy art. Oh, that melody is beautiful. Man, this is amazing. This is wonderful. This was such a hard competition to grade, guys. This is insane. So I'm going to wrap things up now. I'm going to share a little bit about what it's like going on my end for this. So many hours went into this. And you guys, I have enjoyed every moment of it. Every single piece of music has gotten me excited. Just hearing what you guys came up with. I have felt so excited so very proud of each and every one of you, not just for the music you write, but for having the courage to share it, to have the courage to open yourself up to constructive criticism, to by definition entering a competition to see how you compare to others. This is insane. It takes so much courage. I'm so incredibly proud of all of you. And probably the weirdest of all, I have found myself being so jealous of the incredible ideas you have all come up with. Every single one of you have come up with a creative, different spin on the music. You've come up with ideas. You've used techniques that I never would have thought of in a million years. And it energizes me. It makes me so excited to be part of things like this and to have more competitions and to see you guys share your music and share your passion for this. Being a composer is such a rare passion, people. It is so difficult to meet real people in the real world who love to write music for the orchestra. And yet to have so many of you here on this channel who are so open to sharing your ideas, who are so supportive of each other and so willing to just participate and share your gifts. I am filled with so much pride and so much joy just to be part of this community, people. So thank you so very much to all of you. We'll probably call it a bit early here. Yes, Vincent, I do have a community Discord. I'll actually pull it up so you guys can see. You can join. There's a link actually underneath most of my videos. If you look under most of my more recent videos, there is a Discord channel part of this class. So right here, let's see, disable. Right here, you can pull it up. How do I get this? It's not moving. Here we go. Right here, you can see Tabletop Composing. All right, is what it's called. All right, so you can find me there. It's a really cool community. But thank you everyone for sharing your art. Again, for the winners and the podium finishers, message me, send me an email or message me on Instagram. I will share your prizes with you within depending on when you message me, within 48 hours. All right, within 48 hours, you'll have been sent your coupon codes. Preferably, if you send it really quickly, I'll take care of it right here before I even get off of my computer. But I do have places to be, places to go. So 48 hours at the very latest, you'll have your coupon codes. You'll have everything you need. And for those of you who participated and shared your music with me, again, if you would like to enroll in my class for 25% off, this is a special thing I'm only doing for this competition as a thank you for entrusting me to be part of the very first competition. So 25% off, you all get it for participating for the class. So thank you so very much. Thank you, and I'll see you all next week in the next stream. All right? Bye. Have a good one.